Okay, fellas, if you've been following this thread, you know the whole story. How I bought those fuel drums. They turned out to be really cheesy. Well, I sent those back. The guy's going to refund my money. And then I got to thinking about it. I said, why don't I just make my own? Here's what I came up with. This is my. This is made based on a 55-gallon fuel drum because I didn't have access to a 200-liter fuel drum. So this is what I came up with. Let's see what we can. I don't know how well you'll be able to see this on the video. I painted it in Panzer Gray, but being a 55-gallon drum, I probably should have done it in OD Green, eh? So anyway, I just went to work. This is made out of steel. This is a chunk of steel. I took a little piece of scrap 1.5-inch bar stock and just turned it down. I went out to the shop. I got a 55-gallon drum. I started taking measurements. I whipped myself up a little print here, just to, give me a guide for when I was turning it on the lathe. It's got the details for the top. There's a detail for the ribs, the main portion of the piece. It was 34.5 inches tall. I just took all the measurements, divided everything by 16, took a piece of scrap stock, turned it up on the lathe. The caps on the top are just sheet styrene in layers that I used a Waldron punch. You can see where I punched out all the little circles. And that's it. That's all there was. Now, I'll tell you what. If there's any of my squad mates, guys like Joel and Gus and a bunch of others, okay, so if I left anybody out, but if you guys want a couple of these, I'll make them for you. I won't charge you nothing. You'll have to pay postage to get them from me to you. It's a 2-pound package, so like UPS, it'd probably cost $10 to mail these to you, Joel, for example, just, from Detroit to Texas. But if you like them and you want a couple, the two of them together weigh 1.5 pounds. They weigh about 12 ounces apiece. If you put these on the back of the tank, they're really going to add some weight. But just sitting around, they're pretty good. Hey, they'd make a great paperweight sitting on your desk, But anyway, like I said, I won't charge anything but what it costs me to make them. Maybe say $1 for the paint and whatever the postage is. So if you want a couple, send me a private message, and I'm not very fast about it, but I'll get around to it. I'll make some for my buddies out there on the forum, because you guys have provided me with a lot of info and good tips and stuff. So maybe this will be a way to give a little something back. So anybody that's interested in the fuel drums, just send me a private message and we'll figure it out. So there they are, 55-gallon fuel drums made out of solid steel. Don't let the old lady get a hold of them, buddies, because these things are pretty heavy, and if she chunks one at your head, you're going to know about it. Okay, that's enough wit for one day, right? We'll see you next time.